section of Srimati Taramai Vartak Memorial Academy. Mrs. Sangeeta De Silva and Mrs. Sheetal Koratkar, our supervisors, all my dear teachers of NGV, STV, and PBV. I, Mrs. Manisha Adelkar. Hello.
There is some disturbance. One minute. Huh?
Everyone has to mute.
Yes, better all should mute.
Hello.
Can you see whose is on? Can you see whose audio is on? Jasmita?
Mostly everyone is mute.
Okay, let's begin.
Every teacher.
Yes.
Okay, so all my teachers of NGV, STV, and PBV, I, Mrs. Manisha Adelkar, welcome you all to today's webinar and interactive session on e-content development.
At the onset, I request Mrs. Sheetal Koratkar to address our teachers.
Good evening, my dear friends and colleagues. Today, on behalf of our principal madam, I am here to give you all a message. She will be joining us very soon, but she was the one who was instrumental in bringing this e-content development program for us along with Nikita ma'am. Teachers, madam found that all of us were working high and low to make our own contents, to develop our PPTs, our PDFs, and the way we were trying to get the things done for our students. And that made her search for better options and resource persons who could guide us. And who could be better than Nikita ma'am? We are really very happy to have you with us, ma'am. All our teachers have been trying very hard right from the time the lockdown has been declared. And each one of them, in their own small way, have been bringing out such wonderful talents from within them that we are also surprised and in awe to see their talents. But now we want to brush up everyone's knowledge. We want to make them all so strong in their content development, so strong in using their technical skills that we look upon you to guide us and help us. Ma'am, it's very true that teachers cannot be replaced, but at the same time, if these technical tools are in our hands, we can make wonders for our students. And this is what our teachers have been doing. Now, we want you to help us in all these 7 days and provide us with the best of the skills. My dear teachers and my fellow colleagues, I'm sure that we are going to gain a lot from this webinar. Thank you to all of you for this overwhelming support, and thank you for being part of this wonderful webinar. Thank you.
Thank you, Sheetal teacher. Dear teachers, though we all know that it's very much true, no technology can replace great teachers. Yes, but in this time of crisis, the lockdown, when all schools and colleges are closed and our students are confined to their homes, this technology is the only hope for us. As educators, as facilitators, we would always want that education for our students should never have any hindrance or a break. Be it any pandemic, learning should never stop. It should go on and on. Thus, today, digital teaching is the need of time, and so are we supposed to grow digitally. Hence, to enhance our digital teaching skills, we will start today with this 7 days training session. We are very much thankful to our dear Rawat Madam, who has always strived to give the best to our teachers when it comes to learning or introducing any new technology. Madam, you are always at the forefront. It is your effort to give us the best that we are here today, sitting ahead our screens to attend this wonderful webinar. Now, without any further ado, let me take the privilege to introduce to you our resource person of the day, Ms. Nikita Valerian Rebello, lecturer, Pushpanjali College of Education. Madam is MSc and B.Ed from Pushpanjali College, batch 2015-2017. Ms. Nikita has not only excelled her academics but in extracurriculars too. Madam was the college topper in her B.Ed exams. She not only ranked first but was also awarded the most effective mathematics teacher of her batch by the Pushpanjali College. Madam has great leadership skills and is also an excellent sports person. Madam, we have lots to learn from you in these 7 days. Looking forward for it. Now, before we begin, I would just like to tell you all that our webinar is live on Facebook and the link is shared on our WhatsApp group. Also, if you have any queries, put them down in the chat box or use the raise hand option. So, let's begin. Over to you, Nikita ma'am. Jasmita.
Hello, everyone. Thanks a lot, ma'am, for the wonderful introduction. A teacher's ability lies in
Thank you.
creating wonderful experiences for our students. And I'm pretty sure your tech team, your principal, especially Sheetal Karatkar, ma'am, is something which I found of that particular category. Without a further ado, I'll start off with my presentation. I'm going to be talking more about interactive e-content. But moving forward, I want you guys, or you teachers, to answer a few questions. Would that do? Just type yes or no in the chat box. That's a positive response from all of you. So having your signal, I'll go ahead. I have certain activities for you teachers. So I have a word over here. You're just supposed to use it only once. You're not supposed to repeat all the alphabets. Can you try scrambling this word for me? If you know the answer, please type your answer in the chat box. That's wonderful, Ulrika, ma'am. I think she was the first who got it. So hats off to you. I think everyone is pretty much well versed with this app. I have a few more things for you. So like I said, you're just supposed to have it once, not repeat it all over again. Okay, so I have another words. Please scramble these for me. Whatever answers you know, please type the answers in the chat box. Since we are dealing with an era of social media, these words are related to social media and different applications that we use. I'm getting pretty much good responses from you guys. Wonderful responses. I'm pretty much sure Sheetal ma'am is indeed proud of you all. So like we can see, the answers are there on the screen. So first answer was WhatsApp, then was Kahoot, another famous app. Third was Facebook, then came in Twitter, YouTube, Zender, Shareit, Telegram, Swayam, and Pinterest. These are the applications that most of us are aware of. I have something else for you. I hope you enjoyed it. In case you enjoyed it, please type a yes or no in the chat box so I can go ahead. That's indeed an overwhelming response and a positive one from your side. So I'll go ahead. Okay, on my screen is an image. Just observe this image. I'm giving you all 10 seconds. Observe this image carefully. Now in the chat box, just type whatever you remember. So many answers. Everyone's observation skills are on point because everyone is noticing everything. I'm so happy about it. Sheetal ma'am, you've indeed got good teachers with great observation skills. Okay. Okay, I guess Rupali ma'am cracked it all in one go. So hats off to Rupali ma'am as well. Oh my God, there was someone with A4 paper. I never thought anyone would notice that. Very good observation skills, teachers. Do you like the activity? If yes, type a yes. If no, type a no. Now that we had these two activities, weren't you guys hooked onto your screen? Just type yes or a no. Being teachers, if we are going to be glued on to the screen, imagine conducting similar activities for students is something that even we will enjoy as well as they will enjoy. It will be learning, fun-filled, and a win-win approach. At the end of the day, we'll ensure that learning is done. That is our task. So we're going to be learning more about interactive content. Starting off with interactive, I need not mention now, right now what happened is nothing but interactive. So in short, interacting with the content or the content course on the screen is nothing but interactive e-content. Talking about e-content, what is your idea of e-content? Just type it in the chat box. Very good, Ms. Anshna. Content wherein you can, express your ideas. Like for example, you can have a text file, a typed matter, or for that matter, we can have a video, an audio, a graphic, or an image. Summing it all, digital content that can be transmitted over computer networks such as internet is nothing but e-content. Have you teachers made use of e-content in your life ever? And in what way? Presentations, very good. Expressing your ideas, yes. Pictures, yes. Videos, pretty good. Harry Potter series, yes. We have PPTs, we have graphs, and so many ideas. Okay, starting off with the first activity that we had, remember you used the activity to scramble the words. Where can we use this? Apparently, teachers from preparatory or KG to 7th standard can make use of these words to teach spellings or, to assist students, maybe take dictation. A different version can exist in form of, for science teachers or computer teachers, wherein they can use logos and they can make students write in words. For example, you can have a logo of a mouse or a Xbox or whatsoever it is, or a hard disk, and then students will be able to name it. Science teachers can use it to, make use of capacitors, resistors, or, complete a circuit. That is where you can make use of different ideas in different ways. The memory game. I just gave you all 9 seconds and everyone could answer most of it. Based on your observation skills, students, teachers observed blueprints to A4 papers to everything.
लिंक
Imagine,
कॉपी केली याचा YouTube वरचा.
imagine if we could make use of concept maps. So saying a picture is like 1,000 words. So when we make use of concept maps, I think students would be able to retain the concept better. That is something we'll be using in one of the session. So I'll be starting off with the Google Classroom. Now, when I talk about Google Classroom, it is a learning management system which is cloud-based. Coming to learning management systems, in this 21st century, we have various types of learners and you can learn at your own pace. For example, when a teacher is presenting, you cannot play or pause her. That is so not possible. But imagine having videos wherein you can, go back and read whatever is there. You can type in content or whatsoever. You can go forward or you can read from the captions. That is possible. That is one thing that we're going to offer you on Google Classroom. So let us learn more about Google Classroom. In case you have a notepad or a pen or paper, just make note of this. The word Google Classroom. So you have to sign in through your Gmail ID. I'll show you how it is done practically and then join a class. So I'll show you how it is done. Is everyone ready for it? Just type a yes or no in the comment section. That's indeed an overwhelming response. So on my screen, I'm just typing gmail.com. I'm clicking on sign in. I'm typing my email ID. Is everyone with me till here? Yes. Type a yes or no. Once I type my email ID, I'll type my password. And then I'll just click on next. Once you're verified user with your ID and password, is everyone with me? I've just logged into my screen. So this is my screen of my mailbox. Okay. Can you see this 9 dots, like a grid-like of thing? Just click on that box. It's a grid-like box with the 9 dots. And just scroll down until you find a classroom. Is everybody with me? So you just have to click on those 9 dots once you log in, and then click on Google Classroom. You have this option there itself. Can everyone see this plus sign? So since you are the student of the class, you'll be clicking on the plus sign and click on join the class and enter the class code. Don't worry, the class code will be provided to you when the Zoom session is over. So you just have to click on the plus sign and then click on join class and just the class code and then click on join. I repeat, do not enter anything in the stream tab. Whatever we are supposed to work on is in the classwork tab. So I'm moving to the classwork tab. Over here, you will be seeing all your tasks to be done. I'm starting off with the overview and introduction. So like I mentioned, there are 10 tasks. It takes hardly 45 minutes to conduct a class task if you do one task a day. If you feel like sharing your work, you can go ahead and share your work. This is the introduction part. So as teachers, you'll be introducing yourselves. Your
Nikita,
name.
madam?
Yeah, ma'am.
Sorry to interrupt, but we cannot see your screen.
My screen is 1 second. I'll go
Yes.
all over again. Did you get that part till, how about now?
No, the Google Classroom starting from the, yeah,
Yes,
now we can
yes.
see it.
Okay, so as teachers, we'll be not posting anything in the stream tab. We'll be just starting off with the classwork. Please, I repeat, do not post anything in the stream tab. You'll be starting off with the classwork. Over here, there is an overview and introduction part. So please read that part wherein you're supposed to have these activities or sessions. Even if you attempt for like 30 minutes or 45 minutes per day, that's fine too. In the introduction part, make sure you introduce yourselves, like your name, your section, pre-primary, primary, higher secondary, college level, and the institution you belong to. In case you have any doubts in general, post it in the query tab. Am I clear with this part? So you will be reading this part in the introduction. Introduce yourself with your name, with your section and institution. And if you have any doubts in general, post it in the query tab. Moving on to session 1, we are converting PPTs to videos. As teachers, we have to deal with a lot of PPTs. And if we are converting our PPTs to videos and giving it to students, I think that would be great. So using this tool called Screenocast, what you can do is just click on this. I have uploaded a video for it. And then, so you click on it, you can watch the video at your own pace. For example, in case, like just in case you don't understand it, what you can do is click on the video and enable captions. I'll show you how captions are enabled. So once you just click on it, the video loads. Click on CC. So in case you don't understand the accent, can you see this part? The captions are available. So you can understand what he's saying. The red color where he is on is currently where the speaker is. This part which is buffered. For example, you want to forward it, you want to move like 10 seconds backward or whatsoever, you can work around. This was about the first video. Going back to the Google Classroom, moving on to, okay, and in case you want to show your videos, you'll be having assignments as well. So make sure if you feel like sharing your videos, post a link over here and also share your experience. How did you feel like after converting the PPTs to videos? In case you have any specific doubts related to this section, just write it in query time. So whatever doubts I can resolve in this query time. Am I clear with the first part? So in this session, you'll be converting PPTs to videos. Moving on with the next section, as teachers, we all have, yes ma'am.
Excuse me, ma'am. Actually, I had gone to Google. I'm Alka Kadam. But
Yeah.
then it is asking me classroom code.
Ma'am, we can do it after the session is over. I'll give the classroom code to you. Don't worry.
Okay. Sorry to disturb, ma'am.
Moving on to session 2, as teachers, we need to make a lot of worksheets. There are different apps for making worksheets. So there's one app called canva.com. I've uploaded a PPT over here. You can refer the PPT and make the worksheets. There are different types of worksheets you can make as per your student's level. Here in this section, you'll be uploading the digital worksheets. And just in case you have any doubts, just post it in query time. Starting off with the third topic, I have a few names. Can you guess which movie does it belong to? The greatest story ever told. Just type in your chat boxes.
The greatest.
It's a Bollywood, all are Bollywood films, okay? It's an iconic film and a very famous film. The greatest story ever told. If you know the answer, please type it in the chat box. Guess the movie from where this line is. The tagline of the movie is the greatest story ever told. Anyone can answer this. Surely, Varsha ma'am, a very good answer. The next one, We the People. Again, a Bollywood film. We the People. No, it's not Milkha Singh. It's not Dangal either. It stars Shah Rukh Khan.
ये शाहरुख खान का कौन सा पिक्चर है? Just telling you.
Yes, exactly. Right. That is Swadesh. Very good. Every child is special. I guess everyone will be able to answer this. Yeah, Tare Zameen Par. Miss Sarita guessed it right. And another one. Mari chori ya choro se kam hai ke? Without a doubt. Yes, indeed. And the last one, fear gave her courage. Can you guess which movie it belongs to? Fear gave her courage.
Mardani.
No, it's not Mardani. No, No, Miss Pratima. Yeah, perfect. Farina ma'am guessed it right. Fear gave her courage. Ma'am, in the first place, why do you think we remember these movie names or the titles for that matter? Just type your answers in the chat box below. Why were they so famous? So much so that the Sholay film, it was released ages ago. And we still remember it just by its tagline. So why do you think it's so important? Type your answers in the chat boxes. It's dialogues, pretty much. What else? Because it has a sense of humor with a lesson, yes. Extraordinary stories, yes. It had a message. Lessons learned in life. Impressive stories, yes. Inspirational, theme of the movie, message giving films. But we remember it from their headlines. Just because of its type, even after saying Mari Choriya Choro Se Kam Heke or Fear Gave Her Courage, that was a tagline of the film Nirja, and that's how we remember it. So infographic, from the name itself, information plus graphic, it should have a headline. So when we talk about the film Sholay, just picture it out. What is the first thing that comes to your mind? Jai Veeru, yes. What else? Gabbar. कितने आदमी थे? So just mentioning one film, I'm getting so many responses. So for an infographic, you should have a particular thing in your mind, like a story wherein you're supposed to tell something out of it. I'll tell you what is infographic in detail. So let us move on to Google Classroom. In session 3, we will be creating infographics. From the name itself, infographic is information graphic. Again, click on this video tutorial and use infographics. So science teachers, in case they want to teach in certain concepts like a life cycle of a butterfly, that's metamorphosis, or maybe water cycle or whatsoever, they can make use of infographics. History teachers can make use of infographics for teaching the timeline concepts. Math teachers can teach statistics and so on. That's how you'll be making use of infographics. Once you're done with the infographics, please post it over here in this link below. And in case you have any specific doubt, post it over here. Clear with this particular part? Okay. Moving on to the next, we have something over here. Now picture this movie. What is the first thing that comes to your mind? Sridevi, yes. What else? How was Sridevi dressed in this film? How was she shown? Like a typical House Indian wife. What else? Exactly. She wore a sari, and then when she moved abroad for the wedding, you could see her wearing a coat, and later she had a cappuccino or latte in her hand. Moving on to the second film, Krish. When we talk about Krish, it's an old film. Again, after seeing Krish, what comes to your mind? Mask, yes. Alien and friendship, okay. An Indian superhero. Very good answers, teachers. And then moving on to the third one, Munna Bhai MBBS. What is the first thing that comes to your mind? Circuit and Woodley, iconic characters again. Doctor's duty, humanity is greater than any medicine. Yes, love and care. So many messages. Right. So just saying the name of the movies, a poster is created in our mind. Similarly, when we talk about digital posters, So you'll be creating digital posters conveying a message. The assignment that I made compulsory for you all is you're supposed to create digital posters on college or your school annual day. You can exhibit your digital posters over here, and then in your query time, you can type in your comments. Moving on to the next session, as teachers, we have to create a lot of tests, online tests in this pandemic. So I'll be telling you all to make tests using Google Forms. At the same time, you can access it because computer is going to be doing it for you as it is going to be pre-fed. There are other sites for making tests as well. So if you're not okay with using Google Form, you can use other sites. Once you're done with it, just post the link over here so that others can take a test. And whatever is your experience, share it in 1 or 2 sentences. In case you have any doubts, post it over here. That was about first 5 sessions. Session 6 is interactive video. So I'll be telling you in this session 6, 7, 8 will be in form of webinars. Moving on to session 10. As kids, we all love listening to stories, right? Remember when we were kids, which was a famous comic character or which was a favorite storybook with images? You guys remember any famous character that you liked or any cartoon that you liked or something that we loved referring to? Panchatantra, yes. Mickey Mouse. Tom and Jerry, Mowgli. Donald Duck. I remember Supandi from my days. Isatniticha Goshti. Malgudi days. I think everyone is reminiscing their childhood. Okay. So as teachers, you can create online stories. Now, this doesn't have to be restricted to a story. You can have a lot of things over there as well. Over here are the links for creating stories. Exhibit your stories over here in this section and then post your queries here. In case you're not okay with creating a story, what you can do is make a handbook. Maybe science teachers can tell them more about an equipment, maybe vernier calipers. Commerce teachers can tell them more about economists or whatever from their category. So all teachers, depending on what is your like and what is your need, you can create a storybook. Since I have a knack for writing, I have made a storybook. I'll show it to you right away. This is a storybook created by me. I love writing poems. So you can create similar ones. So can you see this part? The bird is talking. Then the squirrel is thinking. Over here, I've written a poem. So related to the content, I've put in pictures of glowworms. Flipping it, there's something reference to Corona. So I've put an image likewise. Then in chaos, how does our planet look? It's healing, decreased pollution, clean rivers, etc. So depending if you want to write a poem or story or mention any article, you can make use of storybooks. And then later, session 11, I've not kept it compulsory. Once everything is done, we'll be learning to create a blog. Coming to session 12, again, this is not compulsory. It is very difficult to type in Hindi and Marathi and other languages apart from English. Hats off to all the languages teachers because, you know, while setting up question papers, it is indeed a task. There is a tool over here, if you would love using it. That would be great. I'll demo it to you right now. So I just have to type over here and the output will come right away. I just say, Majhe naam, I'm typing in English, the output is in Marathi. Majhe naam Nikita ahe. So I think this would be pretty much useful for all the the teachers, in fact, maybe specifically for language teachers. You can make use of this tool. I've made it in, it's available in Marathi, Hindi. If there are any other languages in your school, which is being taught in your school, please let me know so I can input the corresponding link. So these were all the sessions that I had. Like I said, there are so many things we all can learn from each other and you can teach each other. In the Zoom session, I saw like so many teachers are newbies. Some of them are in their mid-age, some of them are on the verge of retiring. Age is just a number, and despite of everything, they're still learning, and I'm so happy that they're still learning. And hats off to these teachers, because despite everything, they want to learn and they want to learn more. You know, a 1 or 2 year old kid can learn to walk, talk, and in this era, because they are Generation Z learners, they can also know how to power on apps, how to operate YouTube, and different applications. I think you all will agree with me. So if they can do this, why not us? As teachers, let us create more learning opportunities for our students. And then, no matter what, like you said, no technology can ever replace a teacher. Thank you so much. You can put in your queries or in case you have any doubts.
Yes, teachers, if you all have any doubts, you can just put in your queries. You can raise your hands.
Better raise your hands and ask queries.
Himlat and Rachna, you'll just keep a tab, huh?
Yes, we can use all this through your phone as well.
Yeah, and give them all a chance.
Yeah.
We can use all this through our phone as well, yes.
Yeah.
Ashna is asking, can we use all this through phone?
Yes, we can.
It is done.
Yes, we can.
We have a question from Madhvi Matre, who says she wants all these steps in return.
Yes, I'll share the PPT if you want it.
There's another query from Mrs. Alka. Can you please repeat session 1 and 2?
Yes, once all the doubts are answered, I'll repeat session 1 and 2 again.
Teachers, any other questions? There's a hand raised by Vaishali Rao.
Yes, we can directly use from the classroom app. I'll type in the
ask. I think she wants to ask. Ask her to unmute herself.
Vaishali, you can unmute yourself and ask the question. Hello, Vaishali, can you hear?
Yes, I'm going to be providing you the password, the class code.
Hello.
Yes, Vaishali,
Vaishali.
ask your question.
Yes, please ask.
Actually मी थोडं लेट जॉईनिंग झाले त्यामुळे मला स्टार्टिंगचं काहीच माहित नाहीये.
आपला हा सगळा व्हिडिओ YouTube वरती आहे AVA वेबिनार म्हणून.
Okay.
हाँ, you will be able to see that, and ma'am will be sharing the PPTs also. Huh?
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, Asha Nair have a doubt that should this app be downloaded by children if we are using?
Yes, pretty much. With regular parental control, make sure if it's done. Reena ma'am, join classes when you are a student to join a particular class. When you're a teacher, you'll be creating a class. So as of now, being your mentor, I'm your teacher. So I've created a class for you. You're a student, so you'll be joining the class using the same code. Yes, everyone has a unique, every class has a different class code. Password will be Password is your username and your password. Your Gmail username and your password.
Okay,
Ma'am, I have a
is there
doubt.
a need of Gmail account, ma'am,
Yes, there is a need of Gmail account.
for the teacher as well as the student?
Yes.
Thank you. Yes,
Sheetal
Sarita
ma'am,
teacher.
you can unmute yourself and ask.
Science teachers
I'm
can
already,
demonstrate their practicals using, there's another session. I can show it right away. So the other day I just created a circuit. Can you see my screen, ma'am?
yes, we
Okay.
can. I'm sure all our science teachers would like to know this because they are
Yes,
so much pretty worried about the practical sessions.
practicals.
Yeah.
We have this option of virtual labs. I can show it to you. I had the other day, I had a workshop. So I created, it is there in UTA. One second. Online learning. So I created an electric circuit. So when we talk about circuit, can you see this part?
Yes.
So once you click on a circuit, it's on. And once you click on it, off button is off. Imagine this is not a video, this is just a PPT. So using a PPT, you can create a lot of interactive content. Then for science teachers, if you want, I can sharing links of virtual laboratories. And because, when we talk about different things, like in 12th standard, we have different orbitals, sp3, sp4, visualizing that as a task. So if you just show it to them, it becomes very much, they can literally visualize. Or maybe you have a heart diagram looks, you can show it from different angles. So I can share the links of the virtual classes or different apps we have on our phones.
Please share it, Nikita ma'am, because
Yes,
I'm sure my
yes,
our teachers will require it.
Yes, ma'am. For nursery class, what you can do is, you can have, like I said, we can make use of Scramble. You can have different videos and activities. A video session which we'll be having in the upcoming session. So, even if they observe a nursery rhyme, they can at least answer it, maybe ABCD or whatsoever. For primary classes, you can have various activities depending on their level and depending on their class and depending on which topic you're teaching. So if it's a literature class, I can, incorporate few games if you want. So let me know if you want any games. So, just to build in their attention, we can make use of it.
Please mute yourself.
We can have one Google Classroom. For example, if it's commerce section can have one Google Classroom, and based on it, you can create it for different subjects. And different teachers, all the teachers your co-teachers. I'll be conducting a session, if you all want, on how to organize your Google Classroom. And then every teacher can correspondingly check her own subject. As far as assessment is concerned, students can upload their assignments, their answers, and then teachers can go about correcting it. Now, you don't have to correct it manually. It will be on computer, on your phone, assess them and return their mark sheet. You'll be having a mark sheet, so you don't even have to prepare a mark sheet. You'll be just inputting marks. You can just download it in the form of Excel file. We can surely help maths problem solving because there are a lot of applications for maths as well. I can upload the links pretty much soon. Any other doubts?
Any more questions?
Manali Kavli had raised her hand. Manali Kavli.
Hello, Nikita ma'am.
Yes.
Can you hear?
Yeah, ma'am.
Yes.
Yeah, in the join class which you have shown, whichever sessions you have shown, no, 1, 2, 3, 4 till 12, creating and blog and all.
Yes.
So all are inbuilt or you have created it for your particular class?
I have created
you have created. So we have option.
Yeah.
We have an option. Yeah, overview and all. Okay, fine.
Yes, Rachna.
Okay, if you have any type of doubt still, you can put on the chat box. Later on, ma'am will try to solve it. So, Nikita Robello, madam, thank you so much the way you made us comfortable by playing games, give us the tips to how to use them, and in the playway method in our sessions too. Thank you so much, ma'am. This was very insightful session, and the way you have explained us makes it easier to try it out. Dear teachers, madam has given assignments which we have to do. Madam will be open to resolve all the queries via our WhatsApp group, and even on the classroom app, there is a query tab where you can put your questions. Again, on 29th May, that is Friday, again we have a session. We will have that interactive session to solve out all the doubts or any type of queries till you have. So go on practicing on classroom. Once again, thank you everyone for joining us today and looking forward for our next session on coming Friday. So stay home, stay safe, and stay digital. Thank you, ma'am. One more thing I want to add here. Madam will provide class code for doing our assignments.
Is already the part of our e-content development group. So if you have any queries, if you want to ask any questions, if you want your doubts cleared, you can just post it on our WhatsApp group.
Nikita ma'am, do you want to share something?
I mean, like I said, age is just a number. So just don't hesitate from learning, just saying that, oh, I can't do it. We can, and in every way we will. Just how if a 2-year-old can do it, then why not us? So that's all.
Thank you.
You can stop sharing your screen.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
So that's it, teacher. We can do our assignments sincerely, submit them. Any doubts you can share on the WhatsApp groups, get it cleared and move ahead. Thank
One
you.
thing I would like to add.
Yes, ma'am.
Once you're done with your assignments, just make a note of the link anywhere, maybe in a Word file or wherever you can, because at the end we'll be posting a feedback link where you're supposed to post all the link of the assignments. If possible, have a friend with you. Like, for example, at times you might not feel like working. Have a friend, like a mentor friend, wherein you can just show him your assignments. He can coax you to do better. Not that he can copy from you. Don't get me wrong. But he'll coax you to do better. And with his encouragement or her encouragement, you pretty much excel in life. And I think every one of us has his or her own friend which encourages us to do better. That's all I would like to say.
Okay. Jonita, you want to ask something?
No, Jonita.
I can see you have raised your hand.
Rachna miss.
Yes.
Just now ma'am said assignment. So where will we get that assignments?
The assignments are over here in the Google Classroom. After every section, there is a link posted, and below the link you have your assignments. Those are your assignments.
Okay, ma'am. But for that, first we'll have to download that Google app Classroom on our mobile phones.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
I'll share the code. I'll share the code.
Once you go in, then it will be easier for you to understand.
Yeah.
Actually,
One teacher had a doubt wherein she wanted session 1 and 2 recap. Should I do it for her?
Yes, sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll just share my screen right now again. So for session 1, like I told you, once you're done with the introduction part, and in case you have any doubts, please post it in query time. Session 1, as teachers, we need to deal with a lot of PPTs. So in case you want to convert the PPTs to videos and give it out to your students, here's an app for converting it. Go through this app. It's a YouTube link. Click on the link. You all know how to click on the link, right? Just open in a new tab. It will open up. Just in case you feel like if it's a foreign accent, you don't understand it or whatever, just click on CC. So based on that, you'll understand what he or she is talking. The red color is wherein what the speaker is right now. So for example, if you want to go back or you do not understand anything for like a minute or like for 10 seconds, you can just scroll back, you can scroll forward. And once you're done with it, here is where you'll be posting your, in case you want to show in your talent, just post it over here along with your experience. In case you have any specific doubt related to this session, post it in query time. That was all about session 1. Session 2 is making digital worksheets. So as teachers, when we make digital worksheets, there is an amazing app called Canva. I made a PPT over here. Refer to the PPT and make your digital worksheets. If you want, you can post your links over here. And in case you can also share your experience. Just in case you have any doubts, so that will be in query time. So I request every teacher to just read the particular thing and post your doubts related to that particular content or that particular session in that particular session only. For example, if it's query related to worksheets, post it in query time of worksheets. If it's query related to infographics, post it in query time of infographics. Any other doubts?
सॉरी फॉर डिस्टर्ब, पण मराठीमध्ये कसं काय करायचं? मराठीचं आम्हाला
मराठीमध्ये टाईप करण्यासाठी तुम्हाला ऍप हे लिंक आहे. तुम्ही जसे क्वेश्चन पेपर्स टाईप करता ना, आय थिंक इट्स व्हेरी डिफिकल्ट टू टाईप इन क्वेश्चन पेपर्स. यू मीन द लँग्वेज?
येस, म्हणजे तुम्ही जसं आता सांगितलं की व्हिडिओ वगैरे शेअर करायची आणि मग आम्ही ह्याला झूमची गरज आहे का? म्हणजे गुगल क्लासरूम आणि झूम हे दोघं ऍट अ टाइम चालू असणार की फक्त गुगल क्लास?
मी तुम्हाला ह्याचा ओव्हरव्ह्यू झूम वरून दिला. गुगल क्लासरूम डझंट हॅव दिस. गुगल क्लासरूमला फीचर नाही आहे व्हिडिओचं. दॅट्स वाय वी आर मेकिंग यूज ऑफ मल्टिपल ऍप्लिकेशन्स. लाईक आपण गुगल क्लासरूम वापरलं, आपण झूम वापरतोय आणि आपण व्हॉट्सअप पण पॅरलली वापरतोय आपल्या मीटिंगचा टाइम शेड्यूल करण्यासाठी आणि सांगण्यासाठी. So you can make use of different apps, making the best use of all the features from different applications. For typing in Marathi, you wanted the videos in Marathi or the content to be typed in Marathi, ma'am?
व्हिडिओज मराठी हे आम्ही युट्यूब वरून हे करू शकतो किंवा आम्ही स्वतः रेकॉर्ड करून करू शकतो. मग टायपिंग हे मराठीमध्ये गुगल टाईप हे कन्वर्ट मराठीमध्ये होते का?
हो, होते ना. मी इथे दाखवलं ना तुम्हाला आता.
आपण पहिल्या स्टेप पासून.
सो इथे जा आणि फक्त लिंक वरती क्लिक करा. लिंक वरती क्लिक केला का नवीन टॅब मध्ये ओपन होईल. अँड देन यू जस्ट से मला मराठी येतं, मराठी येतं.
ओके, थँक्यू.
वॉट एव्हर येत आहे, वॉट एव्हर.
हे वापरतो आम्ही. मला ते जस्ट ते फर्स्ट स्टेप पासून मराठीचं कसं काय, तर हे डायरेक्ट चालू होणार का असं?
हो, त्या लिंक वरती क्लिक केल्यावर डायरेक्ट चालू होणार.
ओके.
Is there anything for Sanskrit teachers also?
I'll check it and let you know.
Okay.
For each subject, different class code or
no, same.
And for different subject, different files we need to create, or
yes.
There is okay. Those steps you will give us, na? How
the steps are already listed there.
Teachers, any more doubts?
So I feel when we will use it, we will have our doubts,
Yeah.
and then it will be clarified with you, ma'am.
Like I say, your session will start on from now onwards. So doubts will come once you start learning it.
Okay.
So I think so we can wind up for the day.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Jasmita miss,
Yes.
you can just end the meeting.
Okay, fine. Yeah, thank
Any
you.
instructions you need to give?
Now we will have live session on Friday, right, ma'am? Nikita, ma'am?
Yeah.
Right.
Whatever details we'll be sharing on the group then.
Right, right. And if you have any doubt, you can paste it in the WhatsApp group.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm ending the meeting.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Thank
you.
you.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Thanks.
Thank you.
Krishna sir, we can leave meeting. Hello.
Hello.